Urgent warning. Don't file your VA claim yet. I'm serious. If you rush it, file the wrong form, leave out key pieces of evidence, you could be stuck waiting for months to only get denied when you should have won. Hey, this is Russ from Veteran Experience. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, send this video out to other veterans that you know that need it, and watch it all the way to the end. This helps us get our content out to veterans like you who need this content to get their claims approved. Let's talk about it. The first thing you should do is put in an intent to file. And let me tell you why. I filed 9 intent to file claims on different body parts of what I know or remember that I had injuries while I was on active duty. Now, I didn't have the medical records to back me up, and I know there's people would differ on this, and some say, well, don't file until you have all your medical records, until you have your Nexus letter written, your DBQ written and all this. And I'll tell you why I decided not to do it, and why you might decide that it's not in your best interest as well. Number one, when you put in an intent to file, it's a placeholder on the calendar that you intend to file a claim for these issues. And when you get approved, if you do, then they will approve that claim back to the date of intent to file. Now that could sometimes be 12 months. Sometimes it could be a year and a half, 18 months, depending on how long the process of that claim takes to get approved. For instance, I ended up filing a claim for foot drop. And it seems like a strange claim, but I had an issue with my foot. I believe it was related to my back. I didn't have any evidence it was related to my back, but I just kind of thought it was. So I put in the intent to file for foot drop. Well, you know what happened? It got denied. So in the process of my claim, I received a service connection for my back, which I had 3 back injuries on active duty with pain medication and all of the like, 3 severe back injuries. And when I went to get my DBQ, my doctor who analyzed my records, he gave me a physical. He looked at my MRIs, and he concluded that indeed the foot drop was the result of the lower back injury that was aggravated, that was caused and aggravated and worsened since I left active duty. And he connected all of that together. So when I got my back claim finally approved, they went back and gave me back pay from the date of intent to file for my foot drop. So this is why I would say first thing you should do is put in an intent to file and list out each of the injuries that you've received that you tend to file a claim for, because you want the starting date. After you put in the intent to file, you should immediately file for a FOIA request. A FOIA request is a Freedom of Information request. You want that FOIA request for your medical records from in service. And once you get those, if I am you, this is what I did. I scoured through them. I looked for everything in my medical records that every time I went to the doctor, I looked exactly what it was, what body part it was, and did it cause an injury. And I found out I had 3 back injuries on active duty. I had forgotten about 2 of them, but I had 3 total. I had pain radiating down the same leg from the back injury that I had the foot drop in. So you want to get your medical records, because your medical records is going to give you the injury that's in service. And after I got the medical records, I got a DBQ from an independent doctor. I would not use the VA doctors. I wouldn't trust the VA doctors. They are good treating you, but my experience, they will not help you in your service connection case. So get an independent doctor. It may cost you a little money, but listen, nothing is free. This doctor looked at my injuries from my service records, and he came to conclusion that I had 2 or 3 other secondaries that came from the initial injuries that I presented him with that I didn't even know I had. I didn't get service connected for those, but they were in the queue that I could claim them once the major ones were service connected. I received a service connected for every one of those injuries because I got my medical records. Thirdly, you need to get a DBQ from a doctor who understands the VA disability process. What do they want? And you need a doctor to understand that, know what they want, know what you need to have, and who could paint a clear picture of the initial injury and how what you're experiencing now is a direct connection, and get a great Nexus letter. The Nexus letter, in my experience from the doctor who gave me my Nexus letter, had 5 peer-reviewed sources, international sources, that said my injuries, these injuries, would cause what I have today. And it's a connection. And every one of those Nexus letters he gave me were powerful, and they moved the rater to grant me my case. And I got the percentage of rating that I thought I should have gotten based on the CFR. So you need a great DBQ, you need your medical records, and you need a great Nexus letter. Lastly, I think many veterans miss the part about writing a lay statement. How does this condition affect you personally? How does it affect your health? How does it affect your ability to spend time with your family or your ability to work? How does it affect your concentration? Can you keep and hold a job? Many veterans struggle to keep and hold a job due to these injuries that they received while they were on active duty. And writing a compelling lay statement is a powerful tool in the hand of the veteran, because you're able to walk through in a very short statement how this injury has impacted you, the quality of your life, and your ability to earn income and support your family. I think if you have these components that we just spoke about here, that you will have success in your VA disability claims process. Don't give up. Listen, if you find this information valuable, like, subscribe, send it out to other veterans like you who may need this information, who are struggling to get their claims approved, because as a veteran to another veteran, we have to take care of one another. And until next time, do what we always say, keep fighting.